So back and shoulder muscles. We're going to start with the trapezius muscles. And so you have the spinotrapezius, reflected back, the triangle, and then the acromiotrapezius lying on top of the scapula, and the clavotrapezius behind the neck. Okay, so now we're going to do the deltoids. The deltoids are named like the trapezius muscles. So you have spinodeltoid, and right over the top of the shoulder is the acromiodeltoid with that piece of fascia down the middle, that light blue color down the middle. And then on the top of the shoulder, extending down, is the clavodeltoid, the triangle. Okay, now we're going to pull it back to the back region and reflect that spinotrapezius first of all, and the latissimus dorsi has been transected, so that's the very large muscle of the back. So we'll reflect that and then look underneath the shoulder. Attached to the scapula you have the serratus ventralis muscles. These would be the equivalent of the serratus anterior in the human, so they look like little vents. And then if we retract the shoulder, put the cat back on its belly, and we'll retract the scapula and look inside there, we can see the subscapularis right there, all of that. And then we can pull out that small rhomboid capitis. And you put a cap on your head so that one runs up towards the head. And then behind that, caudal to that, is the rhomboid minor, the large muscle here. And then behind that, we see the other set. We need to move that spinotrapezius again to see it underneath. That's the rhomboid major, and it wraps around the outside. You can see it inserting down at the corner of the scapula there, right by where the teres major is. So that's the teres major, right on the lower border of the scapula there. Okay, that's good. Doing shoulder muscles now. If we move that acromiotrapezius back, reflect it back, we can see supraspinatus right below that muscle. And then the spine of the scapula can be seen, part of it, right. See where the spine of the scapula is? Yeah, right there, and it extends up towards the head. Okay, and then below that you've got infraspinatus, below the spine of the scapula. And then teres major, again, on that ventral border there. Okay, so we'll put that acromiotrapezius back on, and we'll move cranial now towards the head and see the levator scapulae ventralis, which extends up towards the cervical vertebrae where it attaches, and it goes under the clavotrapezius. So the clavotrapezius is behind the neck, and the levator scapulae ventralis runs under that.